Okay, let's just get straight to it. You clicked on this video because you see greatness in yourself. You clicked on this video because you're ready for a change. Or you clicked on this video because you're bored. And now that's a little awkward or whatever. But either way, let's get straight to the video. Hey guys, for those of you who do not know me, I'm Keziah, the Realtor, and I became a real estate agent at 18 years old. I'm not going to take up too much of your time because I believe that time is money and you are spending that money right now watching this video. So today I'm going to tell you guys how I became a Realtor at 18 years old and how you're going to do it too. Because whether you're old, young, it doesn't matter. You need to get started now, even if you're not even 18 yet. So the first step is going to be getting your education. Yes, that is the first step in this whole entire process. And as you all know, we living in 2025. There's AI, robots, it's a lot of stuff going on. So with that being said, it's so easy to find the education. All you have to do is simply go on Google, type real estate schools near me, and so many is going to pop up. If you're in the state of South Carolina, give me a call, you know what I'm saying? I can tell you some good ones that I went to personally, stuff like that. But yeah, go to a real estate school. And another thing about going to a real estate school, don't spend too much into the education. That's just my opinion, only because when you get to that test, the school ain't gonna be that much help sometimes. I mean, unless you just got a great memory. Now, I will say, depending on the state that you are in, there's different laws and regulations. So, for me personally, in the state of South Carolina, it was to the point to where we had to do 90 hours in total. So, for the first step of this process and telling you how I did it, I did my first 60 hours. There's going to be a Unit 1 and a Unit 2. Unit 1 is 60 hours and Unit 2 is 30 hours. So, I went. After I found my nice real estate school, excited, I went in class. So they have it to where you can do it online, on Zoom, self-paced, depending on your school, or in class. I went in class, and I did it from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. for 2 weeks straight. And they have it to where you can do it longer, but I'm the type, gotta get it done, But anyway, so I went and I did my Unit 1 first. That was 60 hours. After you complete the 60 hours on the last day, or however your teacher or instructor does it, you're then going to have to go about and take a little test. So when you take this test, it's going to choose if you need to take the class over again or if you're ready to go to the next step. I passed. Okay, now that we done had our little celebration or whatever, back to the information. Because like I said before, time is money, right? So, but yeah, I passed. So after I passed my first test, they have it to where you can then do Unit 2 immediately or you can wait. I chose to personally wait because I want to focus on other things. Mistake. But anyway, so we'll get into that. But then, after doing that, that was step 1, you then move to step 2. Yep, see, we already at step 2, guys, that quick. So, step 2 was then sending in your background checks and, sending in the background checks and stuff. And then also, sending in your certifications. Because after, you pass the test or whatever, they're going to give you a certification. So, the way that I personally went about getting my background check, I had to get a fingerprint. And then I also had to get, make sure that I didn't have any felony charges. It was, all the background checks and stuff that you normally do within your state. I just went to, a finger check place near me and just did something online. And then you guys know how to do background checks. And if you don't, there's plenty of information you can go about, getting to know how to do a background check. And if you still don't know after all that information, hit me up, right in the comments. And I can do a video on that, too. But yeah, so got my background checks and stuff, sent it to the commission, sent my certification to the commission that I passed my class exam, sent my high school diploma, license, proof of residency, stuff like that. sent all that to the commission. Then after that, they approve you of if you're ready to, go on to the next step or not. So then they ended up approving me, a little clap for that too again. And then after that, step three, we already there. That part was real easy, real simple, except the fact that it literally takes forever, guys. And that's where they get you. But we're going to talk about that. But step 3 is passing the big exam. So depending on your state, they call the test different things. My test was called PSI. So I had a PSI exam. It was pretty sure the state part of the exam was 40 questions, and the national part of the exam was like 90 questions. Yeah. All right, now, this is the part that y'all probably see on TikTok, Instagram, everywhere. People like, oh my gosh, I cannot pass this exam. This exam is so hard. Like, people be complaining. Yeah. You done made it here. You done made it to step 3, babes. But yeah, so step 3 is passing your exam. So for me personally, I took the PSI exam, like I said before. The state portion is pretty self-explanatory. The state exam is pretty self-explanatory for the state of South Carolina. So if you are in South Carolina, just read up on your book and you will be completely fine. It is pretty it's easy. If you don't read that book, it might be a little confusing, but if you read the book, it's self-explanatory. But that national, there is questions on there that will try to trick you. It'll say things like, it'll just have an and or it's just something very small that tries to trick you up. And that's how they try to get you. And that's why people fail their exam very frequently, or they don't know the vocabulary, things like that. But if you study tediously, then you'll be completely fine. And I'm actually working right now on my ebook on how to pass the, state and national exam on your first try. So yeah. So keep looking forward to that. If you guys are interested, I'll speed up the process, you know what I'm saying? If you guys are trying to hurry up and get your licenses or things like that. But yeah, so just pass the exam. You'll do it. And if you don't pass the first time, do it again. You don't pass the second time, do it again. You don't pass the third time, do it again. And if you don't pass the fourth time, do it again. It doesn't matter how many times you fail, keep doing it. For my state, I'm pretty sure it was like $60. It was $60 every single time I did take it. So I will say that it's not free. It is not free to just go and take the exam, but it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. And that's the third part, the third step. I'm trying not to take up too much time, but if you guys do want a more detailed video on each step, I will definitely make that. Whatever you guys need. Now, the way that I did it was that I did have to do it to where I had to go and take Unit 2 after I passed my exam, just because I chose not to take Unit 2, directly after Unit 1. And I realized, so here's a little tip for y'all that y'all can use, that I should have took Unit 2 while I was waiting for my background check and, everything to get sent to the commission, because Unit 2 is on the test. Unit 2 is just like a quick run through of everything that you learned in Unit 1. So while you're waiting for the commission to, process everything, do Unit 2. Because it's going to help you so much in the long run. They're going to go over everything. At least the school that I went to, they're going to go over everything that you already went over. So it's still staying fresh in your brain right before the test. Then if you finish Unit 2 right before the test, you'll be prepared. You'll still have everything. But if you don't do Unit 2 right after you do Unit 1, then it's like, I gotta go and study everything again. Unless you kept studying, don't be like me. Do not be like me. Don't do it. But yeah, so then after I sent my Unit 2, that I passed Unit 2 to the commission, I got, I was able to then go and put my license under brokerages. And that's step 4, is to then go and put your license under a brokerage. So when you go about this process, you have to be very tedious because the brokerage that you go under is very important. I know you probably heard it many places. If not, this is your first time hearing it. Listen, the brokerage that you go under is very important. It dictates how your realtor career is going to go. Don't focus too much. If you're a new realtor and you don't have that many connections, do not focus too much on splits and commission. Focus on a brokerage that's going to get you that right training. Trust me. Focus on that brokerage. But yeah, or do what you want because you're the boss of yourself and you know what you got going on. So yeah, do what you want. But yeah, so sign under a brokerage. You can start interviewing brokers. I think a lot of people don't know that. But before you go and even like pass everything, pass your exam, do all those other steps, you can interview brokerages. So go and start interviewing brokerages. You can interview them before, after you pass your exam. It's up to you. But go and interview brokerages. Find one that fits you. And remember when you're interviewing them, and like I said, I got so many videos to make y'all, so y'all might as well subscribe. Like, might as well. But anyway, when you interviewing brokerages, make sure you understand that they're not the only ones interviewing you. You're interviewing them. You're deciding if you want to be under them because at the end of the day, they're getting money off of you. When you go under a brokerage, there's fees that you have to pay to that brokerage. So don't be shy. Don't be nervous. Walk up in there like you the boss because you is in that moment. So yeah, so don't be shy because you interviewing them too. But yeah, so you can go interview your brokerage or whatever, choose who you want to sign under, and then the commission is going to mail them your license, and you under them. You know, you got to sign a little contract or whatever to, like, officially put yourself under the brokerage, but that's it. That's it. So many people think that it's hard to be a realtor, and it is once you become the actual realtor, but the process of becoming one is not that hard. It's not that hard. It takes time. And it takes effort, and it takes work. But if you're diligent, and if you're watching this video, then you got what it takes. Trust me. But yeah, the next part of this video is going to be just tips. So if you do not want to hear a little bit of tips, you can go ahead and click off. But please subscribe. Please like this video. Please, y'all. My goal is to get to, up there. I ain't really got no goal. I just want to get up there. But yeah. If you stay in for the tips, then let's get into it. Alright, so some tips that I would give, I know y'all like, ooh, she done got real comfortable. Yeah, because this is like the backstage pass. Like, y'all staying? Let's get cozy. You know what I'm saying? So some tips that I would give if you're starting out as a realtor, before you even become the realtor, start making connections now. You need to be making those connections before you even think about getting in a real estate class. Yeah. That early, you should be already making your connections. You need to be talking to everybody. You need to be going everywhere. Hobbies, be there. I don't care if it's horseback riding. You better be up on that horse. You feel me? Like, it's like that. So, yeah. Go get on that horse. Go camping. Yes. You too. Go to the gym. Go wherever you can socialize. Make those connections because real estate, as far as residential, being a realtor, that type of thing, it's a long time game. It's not just short. It's just not just short come. It's not just, oh, I'm a real estate agent. I'm about to just be selling houses and listing properties. No, that's not what it is. I mean, unless you get under a brokerage that just gives you clients, but that's pretty rare here in 2025. I mean, unless you get on a team. But we're not talking about all that today. Like I said, make those connections now. You need to be making those connections right now. That's tip number 1. I'm going to give y'all 3 tips because y'all got to watch some of my other videos. I can't give y'all everything right now. Tip number 2, and I focused on it a little bit before, is make sure that you're interviewing those brokerages. Y'all, it is so vital. It is so vital for you to know what you're going into. Research the company. Know what they offer you. You need to understand yourself first and understand what you need in a brokerage and then go to the brokerage. It is very vital. And I know I keep saying it, but it's that serious. Your real estate career is very connected to who you go under. And a lot of times in the 2025 economy, it's hard to choose. It is very hard to choose. But when you choose, if you choose the right one, then it's all flowers and roses. You feel me? What they say? Milk and honey? That's what it be. But if you choose the wrong one, it's going to be the Great Depression. Yeah, no, but literally. How they ain't had no money in the Great Depression? Yeah. Choose the right brokerage. Ask them questions. And I'm going to make another video. Questions you should ask the brokerage that you're going under. Things like that. So, yeah. Choose the right brokerage. And we're about to go on to our final tip. Okay, and the final tip I will say, drumroll please. Y'all, I forgot the final tip for a second. But don't worry, we got it back. I had like a little brain fog. Okay, you guys, so my camera did die on me and it's about to die again. So I have to make this really quick. But my third tip is to make sure that you have money saved up. It is very important if you do have responsibilities and things to take care of that you have money stored, because being a realtor, it might be a chance that in those first few months you're not going to be getting money as quickly. You could, but for most people, it just doesn't happen. And that's it, because like I said, my camera is about to die. But I love you guys, and I thank you guys for watching my video so much. Please subscribe, join the family, because I promise you great content, good information that is free. And don't we all love free stuff? It is coming to you guys. So yeah, love you guys, and Keziah the Realtor